Mary Magdalene got up very early in the morning to go back to the tomb. The sealed tomb was all that she had left of this man that she had walked with for the last 3 years. The man whom she had loved and who had loved her. She was seeking the man. She was seeking the man who had walked across Galilee, gathering people who had spoken of love, who had showed all of us what it was like to be of God. The healings, the feeding of the 5,000, the speeches, everything that Jesus had stood for, we had noticed and seen and watched and had believed that God loved us. This man had been so special, and yet this man had died. And so Mary went to the sealed tomb, reaching out one last time for recognition, for being close to that man. How many of us have wanted to cling to the body of a loved one? How many of us have gone through the photographs, have tried to remember the sound of the voice? How many of us have not wanted to part with the body? Just one final semblance of the one that we had loved and who had loved us. And so Mary went to the garden, to the tomb. But she could almost smell that something was different. The smell, the musty smell, and the cold stone of a tomb that was opened. And the stone had been risen back, and she was startled. No wonder she thought, oh my gosh, somebody has stolen the last bit that I had of Jesus of Nazareth. Someone had taken the memory of that man from me. And so she went running back to get help. There's a lot of running in this story. And the 2 disciples ran back to look at the empty tomb because they too couldn't believe it. They too were clinging, if you will, to the man they knew as Jesus. But they had the bravery to go in and look at the empty tomb. And all they saw was linen. There was nothing left but that linen. The gospel says that they believed. But you wonder, what did they believe? Did they believe that the tomb was empty? Did they believe that Jesus had actually died? The Jesus that they knew and loved, the Jesus that had taught them how to love, how to be a human being of God. They went home, but Mary stayed. She was trying so desperately to remember the sound of that voice, the presence of Jesus in her life, perhaps the smell, perhaps anything that she could remember of the one she had lost. And yet he was not there. The human whom she had loved was gone. That empty tomb is for us the transition point between understanding and admiring a man named Jesus of Nazareth to the next step, which is believing in Jesus the Christ. It's always so ironic that here on Easter, we get so many people who have come only for this service. It's as if we've been in kindergarten all these years, and now suddenly we're in a PhD program and trying to believe that Jesus was risen. And that first course in that PhD program is a mixture of faith and doubt. How are we going to make that transition between believing in this wonderful, wonderful man, Jesus of Nazareth, and leaping forward to Jesus the Christ? Jesus had already crossed over, if you will. Jesus had already gone before us. But what is so different about Jesus the Christ is that Jesus reaches back and brings us with him. Jesus the Christ showed us how to be people, how to be humans that love and love each other. But with his resurrection, we have someone who has reached down and said, "Come with me and let me show you what the next life is like. This is the way you should be, and I am here to help you. I will walk with you, talk with you. I will be very present with you in those quiet, dark moments when you're missing the one you have lost." Jesus is the one that with the arms that are around you saying, "It's okay. Be not afraid. For I will show you the way to the next life." Because not only do we have heaven on the sky with the clouds and everything else, but we now have heaven on earth. We now have the message that we too can be people of love, that we too can be people of compassion, we too can be people of love. Because Jesus is with us, compelling, propelling, and bringing us forward into this new life. Our challenge is like Mary. Don't cling to the old. Don't cling to the body of Jesus of Nazareth, but recognize and be propelled into Jesus the Christ, the one that walks with us, the resurrected Messiah. Because that's really what salvation is. It's grabbing the hand of Jesus and being pulled from one world into the new world that we live in now. We are here because we believe that Jesus walks with us and shows us this new life of love. We hook our banners to that Jesus. We reach out and grab Jesus' hand. But we are not alone. We are not alone, not only in that dark night, but here amongst us. As crowded as this church is, we are here. And we believe that Jesus speaks through each one of us. The person who may seem like sitting on your lap is of Jesus as well, and as present to you as Jesus. That's how we're going to get through this. That's how we're going to live in this world. And we are charged with bringing this new life to each other. To the people on Route 50, to the people in the checkout line, to the people who we serve, to the people who make us angry, the people who have disappointed us, the people who have broken our hearts. With Jesus, with us, we can forgive them just as we are forgiven. Because as Mary sought the sealed tomb, she found a tomb so full of angels that she could barely see. As Mary and we all hunt for the past, cling to that body, look at those photographs, try to remember in our head, we discover the future, the presence of Jesus the Christ with us. When we seek a corpse, we find the risen Lord.